Yes, so our dear Kabiyesi Ojaja the second, Oba Enitan, the man, I always call him Mr. Ubiquitous because this man is everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Not too long ago, he was in Akure, from Akure to Lagos, from Lagos to Kwara, from Kwara to Lagos, from Lagos to uh, Ibadan, from Ibadan to, China, from China back, and now, as I do this story now, this man is right, at the grand finale of the beauty pageants. That is, I'm talking about the Queen Moremi Ajasaro 2024. Okay, so what we are hearing allegedly at this time is that Ooni of Ife, our dear Kabiyesi, has joined Olori Ronke, okay, in crowning this year's Queen Moremi Ajasoro 2024. For those of you who are hearing this news for the first time, just know that for some time now, it's been running to possibly weeks. The 2024 Queen Morema Jasuru pageant has been ongoing, and don't forget that it starts by the contestants, coming to the palace. There's a place reserved for them. Amen. This, the whole thing, is reminiscent of what you see in Big Brother, but the difference now is that this one, it doesn't have all those, sin and things that you cannot, that the entire family cannot watch. Okay. This one is, everything they do here is all about, promoting culture, you know, uh, trying to build them in leadership, trying to build them in public speaking, trying to even build their confidence. So it's not just about their beauty, their physical beauty. Of course, beauty is part of the whole thing, but emphasis is usually not on their physical appearance. So now this pageant, it's a yearly thing, okay? And you people should always give kudos to our dear Kabiyesi. This man, I always tell people that if there's one man who is very strategic in everything he does, that man has to be dear Kabiyesi. Everything he does, there is a reason behind it. There is a focus behind it. There is a strategy behind it. Even this yearly pageants now, you see, what we see out there. I want to make reference to things like BBN. Yeah, despite the criticism, despite the backlash, despite complaining that they are eroding our culture, despite the fact that they are misleading our youth, the government of the day has not been able to take a stand on that. And unfortunately, a lot of youths are actually being misled by that production. Okay. And now, what you see here happening in this Queen Moremi Ajasero pageant is the direct opposite of what you see in BBN. Okay. And you must give kudos to Kabiyesi, because if you see, I was saying that the man is possibly one of the most strategic. You heard me well when I said that. Now look at this line of business. Is into oil and gas, is into real estate, is into hospitality, is into health care, is into so many things. If you look at the hospitality aspect of his business, do you know the last one he did, the Ojaja mega city launch that took place in Akure the other time? There was a film house inside, right inside of that place. What the man is trying to do is he's trying to project the African culture at at every single occasion that is able to do that. Okay, so I think that this Ajasoro, Queen Moremi Ajasoro 2024 pageant has really lived up to its expectation, starting from when these beautiful ladies, came into the palace. I've seen some of their videos, how they were coming in with their bosses, and they've been there, under the tutelage of the faculty members. Of course, this one is being anchored by the wife of Kabiyesi, Olori Ronke. Don't forget that in everything that Kabiyesi does, be it building in his real estate, be it investment, be it whatever, he's always fond of anchoring them, allowing his wives, anchoring each and every one of them. As far as this is concerned, this pageant, it's been anchored by, it has always been anchored by Ronke, because this sister, she seems to have a flair for this, okay? And I'm not surprised that this year's edition has come and lived up to its expectation. And like we are being told, okay, you see, when I was watching those videos, okay, let me go back to why what this pageant is all about. Like I said, the pageant goes beyond physical beauty or appearance. It has built the participants' confidence, their public speaking leadership, their public speaking. I mean, they build them in leadership, cultural education and entrepreneurial skills as well. So that by the time they're out of the the faculty, they can stand on their own. Okay. Now, prior to the grand finale, don't forget that Ooni of Ife Kabiyesi had also sometime in between hosted all the participants, to a dinner. And guess what he did? He surprised all of them with beautiful, beautiful gift items. Okay, which I believe, they appreciated so much. Okay, so Ronke, I want to believe, is doing her best to be the good wife she can be, especially of late. And that is why you see when a woman decides to work with their husbands, it's a big return on investment, because it's not just the man that will be happy. The happiness will, cascade down to everyone, including you yourself. So I think the Olori Ronke is trying to turn a new leaf from her old self to now this wife that is very accommodating. I mean, you know, when I say accommodating, that is very receptive to a lot of people, including Queen Naomi. Recall that during that Ojaja, that Akure reunion, you could see that intent even in her. Look at the way she danced with Tadenikao in that arena. And I told people that maybe before now she was having some misgiving, but from that incident, I could see that, she did that in wholeheartedly. You could see that from her facial expression. So I believe that she's gradually turning to be a good woman, to a good wife. And I'm not saying now that Queen Naomi should just, lose guard, but at least maybe she should be given a chance, because now she's really working hand in hand with the husband, trying to make the husband happy at all times. And one of the ways to make the husband happy, obviously, is to allow the husband to do whatever he wants to do with Olori Queen Naomi. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem for her. And I think maybe we should give her a chance. Okay, that's what I think. Okay, so, and to be fair to her, she's one person that actually has brought something to the table. Don't forget, some time ago, she came out to say every month she brings in close to 100 million naira, from her direct investments to the coffers of the family. So that is a big deal. And now she's teaming up with Ooni Of Ife again to promote the culture of we Africans. And that is what this beauty pageant is all about. Just looking at those videos, I won't lie to you. I'm a man. I'm not supposed to be emotional like that, but men too they are allowed to be emotional, right? Okay. Let me tell you something, and this is a confession now. As I was watching those videos, my mind went back to some of the rubbish that we see on BBN, and how this has helped to pollute our youth. How this have helped to, increase the moral decay in the society. It made me remember it. And I feel so glad that for once we are trying to now project Africans in the proper context. Okay? And I saw, do you know, I was watching goosebumps, they just, on me from all angles. I don't know. For those of you who watch those videos, I want to hear from you. Did you not feel proud that once again Ooni of Ife is doing something that is directly opposite to what you see in BBN. In fact, for those of you who followed that Miss Universe pageant a few weeks ago, and how our own dear Chidinma Adesina I mean, became the first runner up and won the uh, um, Miss Universe Africa Oceania. If you watch that, I mean, it will remind you of this thing that happened just a few hours ago or a few days ago. I'm saying this because what made everything about it just reminded me of Additional. Don't forget what she passed through before she got to that place. The only difference here is that maybe the ambience and the stage in this Ileife, for MOREMI AJASORO 2024 may not be the same in terms of the glitz and glamour, but then every other thing about it was super. And eventually, a 21-year-old Iyanoluwa Atewogbola, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that name well, a zoology student at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ileife, was crowned Queen Moremi Ajasoro 2024. I mean, it's a delight to watch. I felt so good. I felt so proud. Thank you, our dear KBC, for helping to project us in the proper right way. Kudos to Olori Ronke as well. Okay, so this is what we are hearing at this time, and I felt I have to bring it. So, like I said, I mean, Oni is a superhuman, always everywhere. Now he's right there helping to Miss crown Queen Moremi Ajasoro 2024. You need to see the car that she won in the process. Brand new chair rubber car. Amen. This is so wonderful. And every other contestant, they all had something to go home with, which is beautiful, very very beautiful. So join me to appreciate KBAC for being at the forefront of promoting our Africa values. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to be back very soon. God bless you. Bye bye.